y'all would have thought that Mace Windu had died in Revenge of the Sith when Palpatine struck him down, threw him out the window. Y'all would think that he had died, but that's not true. He fell for 30 minutes, considering how high of a building it was. He fell for 30 minutes. Then, he was only 2 more minutes away from hitting the ground. But then, Keller and Beck, before he saved Grogu from Order 66, he was on one of those flying cars and went under where Mace Windu was falling. Mace Windu landed in that car. And Keller and Beck saved his father. Afterwards, Keller and Beck brought Mace Windu to a safe place where he'd be hidden from everyone. Then Mace Windu lived there until right after Return of the Jedi was over. So he lived there from the start of Order 66, lived in that safe cabin, lived there from Order 66 right after Return of the Jedi. Then he moved out, started going on adventures again. Then 4 years later, after he starts traveling again, The Mandalorian, Grogu, and Boba Fett came out. Boba Fett is on a mission to find Mace Windu and kill him for killing his father. Then, Mace Windu and Boba Fett agree to meet up. They agree to meet up at that same throne room that Palpatine is in. That same throne room that Palpatine is in on Episode 9. It's nice to see you again, Boba Fett. Yet, Palpatine is still hiding in that little chair because even though it's in the same throne room, Windu and Boba are miles from Palpatine's throne chair. Well, his new throne chair. Mace Windu and Boba Fett are back. Boba Fett versus Mace Windu. This should be interesting to watch. See who dies. We meet again at last, Boba Fett. We meet again at last. Nice to see that you are still above ground. I will do what I must. Mace Windu. Didn't think you'd remember me. Glad you agreed to meet me here. You will pay for what you did to my father. When I was only 10 years old, I have been waiting for this day for a very long time. Almost felt like my entire life. The stick that Boba Fett is holding right now, uses that, hits Mace Windu with it, then this. Boba Fett hits Mace Windu right there with that stick. He looks like this. Then this. And then after Boba Fett puts this on him, then adds this to him. First, Boba Fett with the stick that he was holding, and that pic that I showed y'all. He busts Mace Windu's lip with this, then gives him a bunch of scratches in his neck, which are pretty much going to be holes in his neck, or little tears through his neck. Then Boba Fett hits him with that stick one more time, adds that little scar right here. Then this is the most painful part. Boba Fett adds that little crack in Mace Windu's head. Then, after that, And after that, Mace Windu is in so much pain he falls to the ground. Then Boba Fett starts shooting fire out of his hand, or sort of his hand. Starts shooting fire out. Boba Fett thinking that Mace Windu would die there. Then, after Boba Fett gets done spraying all the fire left in his little thing on his arm, he sprays all the fire left in that thing on Mace Windu, sprays all the fire left in his arm pack, uses all the rest of that on Mace Windu, and then Boba Fett left Mace Windu there to burn. And Boba Fett thought Mace Windu was officially dead and that he finally got his revenge. But the truth is, he didn't. Because watch what happens next. After that, I'm finally out of my chair. Mace Windu. I know you remember me. It's been a long time. Boba Fett has really damaged you. Then Emperor Palpatine checks Mace Windu's pulse. He's still alive. Even though he tried to kill me all these years ago, I'm not gonna kill him. I've got some cloning machines that I can make him into. He will still be the same person, but will not be known as Mace Windu. Then, Mace Windu apparently agreed to meet up with Boba Fett and tried fighting Boba Fett, all that with one arm, holding the lightsaber in one arm. Mace Windu, yes, he went all these years without an arm. Palpatine chopped off his other arm, and Mace Windu spent all these years with only one arm. Then Emperor Palpatine picks Mace Windu up, brings him in those little rooms behind his new chair, then throws him in a cloning machine. But before he throws him in the cloning machine, he throws him in the machine. I forget what it's called. But it was something that healed serious wounds on Luke Skywalker and Boba Fett, but that could not heal Vader. But for some reason, it healed Mace Windu. Then Palpatine took him out of there and put him in a cloning machine. And Palpatine hit the clone button, but instead of cloning him, it spinned him around and made him all burned up, but no more blood left, just a bunch of cracks and a bunch of tears through his neck. Then the machine gives him a goldish cloak. Then Palpatine was like, you know what? It's whatever. He looks good anyway. I'm gonna bring him out. Then Palpatine takes Mace Windu out of the machine, then Palpatine picks up Mace Windu's purple lightsaber and throws it in the same thing that Ben Solo fell into while Rey was fighting Palpatine. Then takes him out of the thing. Emperor Palpatine, you saved me, even after I tried to kill you all these years ago. It was not because you were my friend, Mace Windu. Well, technically you are now, but it's because you have so much power in you. You still have all this hatred in you. Even after all these years, you still have so much. And besides, then Palpatine uses the Force to make a hand to make a burned up hand that looks exactly like when Mace Windu's other burned up hand, and added that to him to make it look like he never had any body parts chopped off in the first place. You no longer have to go with just one arm. You know what? Fuck it, Emperor. I might as well. I might as well do whatever you ask. I already broke the Jedi Code by trying to kill you all these years ago, and hiding during Order 66. So yeah, I think maybe it's best that I don't be a Jedi anymore. I will do whatever you ask, Emperor. It's all I have left now. Good. That's exactly what I like to hear. Your throne room will have a lot of red walls, or red painted walls. It has a more comfortable chair than mine. And if anyone asks, you have not heard a speck of Mace Windu, and you will not be remembered as Mace Windu. If anyone asks, you have not heard a speck of Mace Windu, and you will not bring up your past as Mace Windu, and you tell people that you don't remember anything about being Mace Windu, and if certainly basically anybody asks, you do not know who Mace Windu is. If anybody, I mean anybody, if anybody asks you, you do not know who Mace Windu is, you've not heard a speck of Mace Windu, and you will not remember your past as Mace Windu. Yes, my master. From now on, you will be known as Supreme Leader Snoke. You will be a Supreme Leader of the First Order. That new empire that new empire that came together a few days ago, call themselves the First Order. You are now the Supreme Leader of it. And I believe your son is Kelleran Beck, the Jedi who saved you and Grogu during Order 66. And not only that, what now, Emperor? I believe you have a grandson who is the son of Kelleran Beck. I believe that son of his is that grandson of yours, and I believe he is a stormtrooper of the First Order. His stormtrooper number is FN 2187. I never got to meet my grandson. My son saved me, then brought me to a cabin, and I've never seen him since then. He didn't tell me he gave me a grandson. I will have to pay him a visit sometime. A lot has changed since I've been away, Master. Yes, now allow me to bring you to your throne. Yes, my master. So then, that's when the room with the red walls and Snoke's throne room, that was when that room was first introduced. The First Order finally got their supreme leader, and then eventually he made a new friend called Ben Solo, and then Ben Solo fell to the dark side, and then the Star Wars sequels happens. The end. Oh yes, and I also forgot to tell you guys, and Boba Fett still believes that Mace Windu is dead and does not know who Supreme Leader Snoke is. Boba Fett still believes all that stuff to this day, even after the new Rey movie. To this day, even after the Rey movie, to this day, Boba Fett still believes that he has officially killed Mace Windu and has not heard of Supreme Leader Snoke or knows who Supreme Leader Snoke is. Yeah, guys, the end.